Hello, my friends. Welcome to another episode in the Coach's Corner. All month long is Skin Health Month in our wellness community. And today I am so excited to welcome Tiffany to our Coach's Corner. Hi, Tiffany.
Hi, thank you so much, Gina. Happy to be here and always love talking face yoga.
Yes, it's not the first time that she has been with us in our wellness community, but I'll let you introduce yourself and give a little bit about your background.
Sure. So, again, I'm Tiffany. I have two face yoga certifications. One is through Fit Faces, the other is Face Yoga Method. And I really fell in love with kind of both techniques and like to combine a little bit of both of what I've learned. I'm also a yoga teacher and a personal trainer. Prior to that, I was in the corporate world. The main stint of my corporate job was ice cream and travel. I traveled to over 20 countries, opening Cold Stone creameries. Amazing experience. And then took another job that ended up being super stressful. I suffer with some health issues. And after I had 2 seizures in a year at this one company, I just said, all right, I quit. And then just really went more into the health and wellness. So I love helping women and teaching them to take that self-care because we don't do it enough. Take care of everything.
Absolutely. And Skin Health Month for me is all about the skin all over, but particularly the skin on the face because, that we want to look young forever, which isn't always possible. We're not going to look young forever, but for as long as possible. I know what I think about skincare and skin health, but tell me a little bit about how you see the importance of taking care of your skin, especially on the face.
Yes, I think it's important, like you said, for a lot of women. We just live in a society where it's like wrinkles are frowned upon and it's okay for the men to age. And I mean, my husband is aging so gracefully and I'm going, broke trying to like maintain, medium ugly, they say. No, I don't think I'm ugly. But for me, I think it's just that self-confidence and I view it as self-care where I feel better, where I think of it as brushing my teeth as well. And being that you said, the skin, not just the face, but the body, and learning face yoga where how your facial muscles impact your whole body. So that affects everything from anxiety, stress. So I just think of it as a big picture that we tend to miss because we work out all our other muscles. But that skin is so important up here too.
Yeah, and I don't think people realize how many muscles are actually in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you said, we work out all our other muscles, but what about the face?
Yes, it's so true. We have over 50 muscles in the face and neck, depending on where you look. And we hold tension. There's 5 main muscles we hold a lot of tension. And I always, when I'm doing face yoga with clients, we go through that and base that on, their needs because there's over 200 face yoga poses. But I check every box for those 5 of, if I hold some tension in here, the neck and skull where that meets, the trapezius is a really big one, the masseter that people get Botox for. So yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, what is face yoga? Like
Yes.
if you were to describe it to somebody, because I think we all have an idea of what we think it is, but what is it really?
Mhm. And it depends on where you look, right? So with my 2 certifications, I'm really a proponent of face yoga encompassing this umbrella of a lot of things in a short period of time of 10 minutes a day or incorporating it into your day. But it includes breath work. So there's a variety of breath work that you can do before you start your face yoga. It's going to incorporate some acupressure on the face, facial massage, strengthening exercises, and relaxation exercises for the face. The facial tapping is just incredible. And then also including those daily habits, understanding around 30 of them that can really impact your face and your posture. So that's what I like to explain face yoga as. And I want people to be cautious too, because you're going to see it on your feeds. And what I see so much of is strengthening exercises or people not doing really things that are the best for their situation or what they want, and taking a more holistic overall approach to it.
Yeah, so true. And I love the analogy you made with like brushing your teeth, that it's the same kind of thing, that you just incorporate it in your day and it could take as little as 10 minutes of your
Mhm.
day. So simple, as long as you're working the right things for you. You hit the nail on the head there, because we could look up all these different people, right? YouTube, Instagram, I see them everywhere. But if you're
Mhm.
not doing the right thing for you, you may not be helping yourself.
Yes, and are you doing it properly? You know, that's something I teach people on video to make sure they're doing it right, or in person here in North Carolina. I've actually purchased one of those apps where it scanned my face and it gave me a little routine, and I was just not impressed. And then I guess I'm a little biased, but I'm like, that's what you're giving me with the issues I need to work on? So they should really pay attention to that.
Yeah, yeah. And the trend is just to go get fillers or Botox or something to, relax the wrinkles or maybe tighten up where we need to tighten up. What what do you think about the difference between those two?
Mhm. Before I even knew about face yoga, I was one, being that I have TMJ disorder. I had Botox because my orthodontist like, oh, you should get Botox for your jaw pain. And I know now over a dozen different exercises to help with my jaw pain that I even went through and had the surgery and it didn't fix it. So I even work with people just on jaw pain. But basically now they're saying how Botox actually causes bone loss. They've proven that in the jaw. And it has
Wow.
that black box warning that I think we just dismiss because it's so common to get Botox and you try not to think that it's going to happen to you. But if you go online and really do your research, there's over 50 symptoms that you might not relate back to your Botox, whether it's even just anxiety, stomach issues, hair loss, um, muscle atrophy. It's just not safe. It's a toxin at the end of the day. And
Yeah.
face yoga, it's natural. And no, you won't get results like that. But I have some incredible before and afters, and it's about that consistency. And just, I love the movement I'm seeing too, with celebrities getting fillers dissolved and even stopping Botox. I'm like cheering them on. Um, I also am not going to judge people that do it. It's your body, your decision. I just want to help educate. So I don't think in general it's safe. And fillers, you think that stuff dissipates, but I was watching the surgeon talk about how he was doing plastic surgery in a client that had a lot of fillers, and it turns into scar tissue, and just it was like this oozy mess. So we just don't know what it's doing in there. And then there's the whole issue too of Botox actually crossing, into the brain. So that just can be a little bit scary.
It can be so scary. And I think people have to realize that no matter what we do to ourselves, whether it's Botox fillers, whatever it is, taking a pill, we have to recognize that anything that we put in the body is going to systemically affect the body. We're not just doing it to one place, if that makes any sense. We're not putting fillers or Botox in one spot and then it's only staying in one spot. Whatever you're putting in the body gets absorbed and systemically affects the entire body. So, just be educated is what I say. At the end of the day, you're right. It's your choice what you decide to do, but I want people to be educated that there's another way. It's not the only option.
Yes, and I always like to communicate to people, I see you're so careful with the lotion you put on your skin, and we're taught to be careful of that. So how is somebody going to tell you it's okay to inject something and that that's not going to have any effect on your system? It just
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah. The other thing that I wanted to mention too is that the skin on the face is different from, the skin even on the neck or your arms or your legs. So it's different. We have to be a little bit more delicate with it. Yeah. What do you think about all the face yoga and then how you kind of manipulate the face?
Yes. So As far as when people are doing it, of course you do want to take it easy and you don't want to be aggressive. I haven't had anyone hurt themselves. The only thing I could think of is maybe overstretching a bit and not really having that mind muscle connection, and the breath work prior really helps with that. But being that it is, it's thinner, of course your hydration comes into play too with those daily habits. But for example, tapping. All my clients are into the tapping. And you've heard me talk about this, Gina, and I hope you're doing it too with the moisturizer that you're tapping.
Yeah.
But you're not going to be so aggressive that you're like leaving marks on your face.
No, I'm thinking more like of, pulling maybe too hard, or, just being gentle with the skin on your face, because we already don't want it to sag or, get wrinkly. So we just have to be careful, I feel like.
Yes, and I do meet a lot of people kind of on the flip side that don't even want to touch their face because they were always told, oh, you don't want to touch your face, or you don't want to make this facial expression, it'll stay that way. And it's like, no, it's good to actually work your facial muscles because some are weak, some aren't used a lot. If your posture's bad, you're putting more tension in certain areas that shouldn't be there. So you can really address that too.
Yeah, so we have a few minutes. Do you want to share a couple of different techniques, a couple of different face yoga postures? I don't know what exactly you call them.
Yeah. And then real quick too, face yoga working with your circulatory system and then the lymphatic system. So maybe the neck massage is a really good one because you really want to help to regenerate those cells. As we age, like middle age, it just jumps up to maybe like 24 to 40 something days before the cells are regenerating. And then, over 50, it can be up to 80 days. So we can help remove toxins, depuff the face with that, moving the lymphatic system.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I didn't know that. I did not know that. And the puffy face. I mean, that is what you're trying to avoid as you age, ladies. Mm-hmm. That will tell your age faster, I feel like, than anything else if you've got a puffy face.
It's true. So let's go ahead and sit up nice and tall. And I want you to tilt your head back and see if you can locate this muscle, the sternocleidomastoid, that's under your ear, goes to your collarbone. It's that tube-like muscle. If you can't locate it, you likely really need to give it some love because you might have a lot of fluid buildup. So people sometimes like to do like a little grab and massage. I like to use 2 hands and my 3 fingers and massage. You have about 200 lymph nodes in the neck, and we have 600 in the body. So your neck needs some love. And we're not on the lymph, we're on that muscle, right? And you can just do some nice circles here and going down. This can be helpful too if you have a headache, some tension. On a scale of 1 to 10, I probably do about a 6 pressure, but you want to do what feels good for you. And then on your way down the neck, you can lessen up the pressure a bit. And then just doing that, even if you have, 30 seconds. Mm-hmm. If you're applying massage, gliding down,
Yes, and this was a total game changer for me when I first started doing it.
It feels
with headaches. With headaches, yeah, you're right.
So I really love this one. And another one, let's see. The trapezius, I feel like 99% of people have a tight trapezius, and a good stretch for that to combine with the massage is intensifying this a bit, where you take one hand and you actually palm up and you sit on it, and your other hand comes up, hand in front of the ear, shoulders down, tilt your head to the side, get a gentle stretch, actively pull up on the arm you're sitting on, but your body weight keeps it from coming up. Exhale, shoulders sink down a little bit. And the cool thing about this stretch is you can gaze down for more of a nice lengthening in the back of the neck.
Wow, yes. Yes.
Or try gazing up too, and you get a different sensation, more in the side area there in front.
Oh, definitely. I can feel that when I look down.
So that's a great one that you can do if you're sitting a lot. Let's go ahead and get even on the other side. Shoulders down, head to the side. Actively lift up on that hand you're sitting on. You don't want to overstretch, but your range of motion where it feels good. I also like to throw in some breath work with this. PIR, which is post isometric relaxation, where you breathe in. You're going to hold the breath for about 10 seconds. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On the slow exhale, you stretch a little bit more and relax the shoulders down. You can gaze down and up. Feels amazing.
Yeah, wow. I like that.
That's the cool thing about face yoga is, I guess you could call them like there's more beginner poses and then you could go super advanced, kind of escalate your practice.
Yeah, especially as you work out the kinks in those, lower level areas like the neck and the shoulders, and then you can gradually, go up from there. So very cool.
Those are my favorites. And then, of course, the pads of the fingers, just doing some face tapping.
Tapping, yeah. And the tapping is really good, again, for the lymph. Is that why we're tapping? Yeah.
It's good for the lymph. It also helps to boost collagen production.
Okay.
It helps with anxiety. It's been proven for that too. Activating that parasympathetic nervous system helps with the circulation too. And I'm probably missing even some more benefits of it. But it's just super calming. And you want to hear like that drum-like sound when you're tapping. You can do top of your head, above your ears, and all around your face too.
So many different things that we could dive into, but we won't right now. Just wanted to give you guys a little taste of what you can do to, it's very relaxing. Not only are you helping with your wrinkles, helping the lymph system, you're working the muscles of your face, your neck, and your shoulders. Everything's connected here. So very holistic practice. Where can they find you if people want to get more information about face yoga?
Yes, I need to get a little more active. Things have been crazy in my life, but you can find me on Instagram, Muscle and Zen, and feel free to shoot me a message and I'm happy to respond and answer any other questions. And then Facebook is MZW Tiffany. No. I have two. Facebook is MZ Wellness, so you can find me on there. And yeah, I love working with clients. I am recently doing 5-week challenges versus just one program for someone because I feel like when people commit, they get better results. For sure, it takes a really special person to buy a program and then just stick with it on their own. So
Yeah.
I like to do that. And then real quick, Gina, I don't think we talked about all the benefits.
Yeah. Do you have some off the tip of your tongue you can talk about?
Yes. So we, of course, you had mentioned the wrinkles, the fine lines, the overall sagging, but the double chin, of course, improving your posture and preventing poor posture is another one. We mentioned the jaw pain, headaches, neck pain, anxiety, stress, even upper back pain. So those are the ones.
The jowls is a big one.
Yes, gels. It can even 11 lines that I always have to work on. It can also even plump your lips. I've done like a 10-day challenge on myself, but it takes time and I don't care about putting all that time into it. I have other issues like my jaw pain and stuff. It can even plump your lips naturally. No, it won't look like lip filler, but it's natural. And if you can take the time to do it.
Right. If you continue to do it, you're going to see the benefits. I'll never forget a really good friend of mine. We were probably in our 40s back then when she said this, but she said, man, I should have started using face cream a long time ago. So it's not to say that it's too late if you feel like your face is falling down or you've got a lot of wrinkles or you've got pain here and there, it's not to say it's ever too late to get started, but the sooner you start, the better the habit will be.
I'll share my most recent client, and I have a before and after of her on my website. And she is in her 60s, and she really struggled with her neck and just wasn't happy with overall sagging. She looks incredible now after doing a 5-week challenge. And then I taught her gua sha and micro needling, and she just feels so good about herself, which makes me so happy
That's
versus either
awesome.
a wrinkle or a 10.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. We don't have to suffer. There are things that we can do naturally, and you don't have to put things into your body. If you're going to spend money on the Botox, the fillers, or whatever else, that's chemical based, why wouldn't you spend money on something like this that is more natural?
And it's so much cheaper too. We'll save a lot of money.
In the long run, yeah, because you can continue to do this without, a professional. Once you learn how, you can do it on your own if you stick with it. So
Yeah. So if anyone wants to check out those before and afters, mzwellness.com, you can see, have a little tab for before and afters and some cool transformations of people.
very fun. Thank you so much, Tiffany, for coming on the wellness community. We
Thank
appreciate it.
you.
And thank you guys for watching either live or the replay. I will be back with another Coach's Corner next week. Have a great week, guys.
Bye. Take care.